What's going on, AMG? We are live here, twitch.tv/allmaddengamingcfm. We're going to get right into it. We're running a little late today, so we're going to hit. I'm joining alongside Serp, and we'll get to talk to him in just a second. But let's get the feels right. AMG franchise focus, week one action. We're going to have the Atlanta Falcons taking on who, Serp?
New Orleans Saints.
His mic's not that good today, guys. New Orleans Saints. So you got the Saints, you got the Falcons. It's going to be an NFC divisional rival here at week one, AMG season 11. So let's go ahead and jump right into the game.
I got to ask you something. What?
Yeah, I'm ready for this one. Nice one to start off.
Got something playing right now, so you need to be quiet.
We are all here to do what Falcons do. And to fight and to score high, baby. Touchdown Atlanta! Clamp down and take what's out. Oh, look out! Do we just get up? Rise up! Oh, no! Falcons, rise up!
One matchup, Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints, and we're going to be doing it in Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be a good one. I'm joined alongside my co-host for today, Serp, and this is an AMG Live. We're still working on our overlay for franchise focus here, Atlanta Falcons. We are going to take a look at this offense as they are going to come on the field here in just a second.
Yeah, I'm kind of stoked for this one, man. I mean, Fields, they made the big trade. New Orleans took Justin Fields. He's going to start tonight, and he's got some good weapons behind him. He's got Alvin Kamara to give him a break. Michael Thomas. I mean, the O-line is not the best for the New Orleans Saints, but I like the Saints in this one, to tell you the truth.
And you're going to see the rookie Ritter under center. There's a hand off to Cordarrelle Patterson. Nowhere to go for him. Let me know how it looks and sounds in the chat, guys. My mic's a little, and I'm having audio issues, man. Let me see if I get a little closer. Does it sound a little bit better here? Let me know how it sounds now, guys. And let me know how Serp's voice is as well. This is our first stream here of Madden 23 cycle. And hopefully, appreciate it, CJ. This is going to be a good game for us. Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints. You're playing in Atlanta. You got Mercedes-Benz Dome here. That used to be the New Orleans Saints. And there's going to be a pick on the first throw. The Atlanta Falcons trying to get a little bit aggressive. And Bradley Roby picks off the rookie. And that's the first INT of the season. See this one more time. Dangerous pass. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He just can't make that throw. That's our first instant replay on the first play of the game. The Atlanta Falcons. Are you surprised the rookie took that shot early?
I mean, Desmond Ritter, I mean, welcome to the AMG. I mean, I figured there was going to be a little shakiness with him.
Kenny Mars said it'd be better off if I didn't have to hear you. Well, you know what? It would have been better off if I never heard of you again, dude. But you keep coming back. You're like a goddamn cockroach. Too far? I don't know. We're going to take a look at the offense. In just a second, one more time for the Atlanta Falcons. The defense is on the field right now, but this is going to be a quick stint. I got a feeling Alvin Kamara to the outside, bouncing out 5, inside, cutting back into the end zone, touchdown. And just like that, the New Orleans Saints shush the Atlanta Falcons dirty bird crowd. And let's take a look at what we just saw. Watch this little pistol formation here. There's a handoff there to the right side. 41 gets it done, cuts back inside. Oh, man, you're going to have to do a little bit better than that. Tackling if you're going to win this game today here, week 1 action. And that's the touchdown. What happened on the extra point? They missed it? I missed it on the I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I didn't even see it either. No, I didn't catch it, but I know that the
you're watching my stream. You're supposed to be watching this stream. You're supposed to be my backup eyes. Why are you watching this stream? It does us no good. Had enough of you last night. 6-0. I guess, was it a block? Does anybody know? Is anybody watching the other stream? I doubtful. We'll blame this one on Serp. He's gonna have to donate to the Human Fund. And run there to the left side. We talked about this offense just a second ago, right? Let's take a look at who they've got. We talked about Desmond Ritter already in INT. Serp, man, that's just a tough way to start. Not just a
it is. I mean,
but it's your career.
You hate to start out like that. And he's got a couple. I mean, he's got Calvin Ridley. He's got Brian Edwards, a rookie. I mean, he's got some good targets out there. He's got to settle down a little bit. He's got a decent defensive line. They just brought over Trent Williams from San Francisco too to shore it up. So I mean, he just got to calm down a little bit. I think we'll see him. I think we'll see him get a little bit better throughout this game here.
Let me see if I can turn Serp down a little bit. Yeah, talk a little bit about that trade with Trent Williams.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think they sent their first over there for Trent Williams to San Francisco. I mean, that was an odd trade in my mind that San Francisco would send such a good offensive line player over there that was going to protect their quarterback. Now, I mean, they have him over here in Atlanta helping out Desmond Ritter. So, I mean, good for the Falcons, bad for the rest of NFC South, and I don't think a very good trade for San Francisco, but I mean, there's a lot of rookie prospects. I mean, that first might go a long way. You get a good hit, but still an odd trade to me.
And that would be Kyle Pitts with his first reception of the season. Desmond Ritter, pistol formation. There's a RPO action there to the flat, looking for London. And we might got a first face mask here on Franchise Focus, Episode 1, AMG Season 11 here. If you're interested in joining, you can follow us on Twitter at AllMaddenGaming, as well as go to dadleagues.com/AMG and hit that join button, because we might have a couple spots opening up soon. But Serp, man, I mean, you're dangling right there at the end. You can't replay that block. You don't know what's going on. Yesterday, we don't have to go into the yesterday, right?
I dangle. That's what I do.
Serp dangles to the right side, nowhere to go, and he thought that was a good cutback, but there was a wall there, and that was just a great defensive job containing Cordarrelle Patterson here. As you see, look at the front line right there. Everybody's in the box. There's no real layers. I thought that would have been a nice opportunity to see Kyle Pitts. What do you think, sir? A missed opportunity there for Atlanta. Maybe this is an inexperienced quarterback, and he's trying to figure out his place here, but I would have liked to see him quickly go into that quick throw to Pitts. There was nobody over top of him.
Yeah, I think it coming down to chemistry. I mean, new quarterback, really young rookie. I mean, they got to get it together a little bit. There's a couple injuries. They got one of their, even though it's on defense, I mean, Sean Evans got injured in practice, so they're kind of without one of their solid guys of the team, whether it be defense or offense. All that is cohesive, and all that chemistry kind of gets all put together. So, the Falcons are a little behind right now, in my mind, against the Saints. So, I mean, I expect the Saints to win.
Watch Kyle Pitts here on the go. You got to let it, and you just don't have enough time as the New Orleans Saints trying to spoil the Week 1 kickoff home opener here in Atlanta, and that's going to be nice pressure. And Desmond Ridder, you know where he was looking, right? He was 100% looking. We only see him on the ground here. He was 100% looking at Kyle Pitts there, hoping there would be some type of separation down the field. But it just didn't happen quick enough. Let's take a look at this defense here in a second. We got the Atlanta Falcons getting on that defensive side of the ball. Now they actually have an opportunity defensively to not have themselves pinned against their own end zone, right? So now we're going to see what this Atlanta Falcons defense brings to the team. We're talking left end Marlon Davidson, Grady Jarrett, obviously El Capitan at the right end position, nose tackle, Brandon Williams. You got Arnold, Lorenzo Carter, Deion Jones, another beast at middle linebacker, Troy Anderson, A.J. Terrell, Casey Hayward Jr., the former Green Bay Packer, Richie Grant, and Jalen Hawkins at the strong safety spot. Well, then, there's a nice bomb there to the left side. Finds a man seeming and dreaming down to the 50-yard line. And that's a nice, watch the fade stop. That was just a nice, you get a little option, right, sir? You can get a post, a seam, the receiver and the quarterback on the same page here, right over the top. And you just get over top of those linebackers, and you got a nice gap between them and the safety, and they find their way.
Yeah, I think Fields was a really good pickup for New Orleans. I mean, the front office, they really took care of business when they got that deal done.
Dropping back, looking. There's a throw, right side, flooding. It's just a nice throw. Get the little bench pivot. You got a lot of action happening underneath. We're going to go ahead and break this play down a little bit. I like it a lot. Look at the action you have. Those intermediate routes coming across the field. They hold those linebackers, and the sideline obviously playing against that smash coming outside, and that's just a nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, that whole cover 2 side of that cloud-ish, I mean, just got blown up.
So runs to the right side. And what we got on that play, you get this kind of movement coming outside. You get a corner route right here, coming across the field, this little dig. So this guy's handing this corner off, and they're just miscommunication. Nobody's sitting here. There's way too much of a gap, and that was just an easy read, kind of a layup there for the New Orleans Saints. They're going to go and end this first quarter up 6-0. Kind of a quiet, eerie feeling here in Atlanta.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more explosive of a offensive production this game between these two teams, but it seems like the Falcons just need to get it together with that rookie quarterback and get some points on the board, or they're going to start falling behind here.
There goes Fields, acquired from the Chicago Bears. Play action. Justin Fields lays it up in the air. A little alley-oop there to Michael Thomas. It's going to be 1st and 10, enough to move the chains. That was a little... You don't see that throw too much. A young quarterback trying to get rid of the ball, and maybe a little hesitant as he released that. But all's well that ends well, and he picks up the first down. 1st and 10, 10-yard line. That's 10 yards to go. There's a little read option keeper. Justin Fields still on his feet. Deion Jones going to bring him down. Nobody really fell for that one. Not really much area to go. What am I trying to say? Easy for me to say. Watch this little RPO action. You think more people biting on it. The Camara got to run up the middle there. If you're Justin Fields, kind of look to bounce it outside. Maybe a little hesitancy on that run as well. It is week 1. Shotgun formation. Alvin Kamara split right. Looking to the flat. Rolling to the right side. Looking and cooking. Got time. Going to take a hit. Got to hold on to the ball. Justin Fields does that.
Oof.
3rd and 6. I don't like that play. That just seemed a little... We're going to take a look at this. We're not going to do as many replays throughout the game, but this is interesting here. It just seems like he doesn't trust himself. He doesn't seem as confident as we get closer and the field shrinks. There's pressure, there's a throw, and there's a dangerous pass. I hate to say I saw it coming, but Justin Fields a little too aggressive, and that's going to cost them. On the defensive side of the ball, the Atlanta Falcons are able to give their offense another opportunity to try to get back in this game and get some points on the board.
Yeah, the Falcons got the break that they needed. I mean, they played some good defense in the red zone, and I don't even think it was as much as the Falcons' defense in the red zone as it was the shakiness of the Saints in the red zone. I mean, the entire team drove down the field. They looked amazing, and when they got within that red zone, it looked like a whole nother team and a whole nother Justin Fields there. So I think if I'm the coach of the Saints, I'm practicing red zone passing with Fields every week.
I'm actually going to simplify the offense for him. I'm going to look screening Alvin Kamara, running Alvin Kamara this way, this way, this way. Any way you want, I'm running Alvin Kamara inside the red zone. And I'm going to tell you what, you keep the ball out of that guy's hands, you deserve to have a turnover in the red zone. Looking left side underneath, I thought that was Pitts there on the right side they were going to. They go back to number 12 as Ritter, 5 of 6, 28 yards in an INT. What do you think? You already left points on the board for New Orleans, right? They're up 6-0. Atlanta's obviously going to settle down into this game. They're going to put points on the board. This is going to be closer. But as of right now, there's 4 points on the board that you failed to put on the scoreboard. So there's 4 points out there that you've left empty. And as a New Orleans Saints fan, I mean, I just don't like that. I feel like this is just a momentum thing where you could have gone up 10-0, 2 scores, 3 minutes left in the second, get Desmond Ritter to kind of go into a 2-minute offense, maybe get another mistake from him. But right now it's a 1-score game, and the defense for Atlanta was able to kind of keep this offense balanced here on this probably last drive for them here in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely left points on the board, and it's not good for New Orleans. I mean, they definitely could have had that, and they've got a great weapon in Kamara and Thomas. And I think I'd like to see the Falcons, to tell you the truth, if they start to figure out that they can kind of get into rhythm with Cordarrelle Patterson and maybe start giving him some touches and maybe set up some play action. I think the Falcons can make this a really close game.
There's a punt there. Oh, they hit roughing the punter happened. I know you guys didn't see it at home. We're going to take a look at that offense, but that's a roughing the kicker, on the punt there. Atlanta was in a hole, and they were about to punt it back to New Orleans, and New Orleans laid out for the block. Wow. Going to give the Atlanta offense. I think Cordarrelle Patterson, I like him, but I'm going to be watching to see if he's a starter at the end of the season. That's a dangerous pass to Pitts. I don't like it, but Pitts bails him out. That's what you call a big-time play from Kyle Pitts. Oh, the crowd's starting to pick up here. That's his throw. I mean, that's just trust. I haven't seen a throw like that. That's a Stafford to Calvin Johnson type throw. Just trusting your receiver. There's a nice pass. Kyle Pitts going to get into the end zone here to the right side, and you're going to hear the crowd picking up here, and that's a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is 21 years old, and just every single part of him is the tight end you want and dream of if you're a coach or an owner.
Kick is up, Bueno. Wow. So this is how you get down the field. You go to punt the ball over here. You rough the punter. Then you got Desmond Ritter sitting right here. He's going to throw a deep corner to double covered Kyle Pitts. He's going to catch it there right on the sideline. Then the next play, it's going to be blown coverage. You're going to leave him wide open on a little post, and Kyle Pitts gets into the end zone. So back-to-back catches from Kyle Pitts. And now the Atlanta Falcons, because of that missed extra point, find themselves up 7-6. And as I said before, New Orleans was just in field goal range, and Justin Fields got a little too aggressive, and I kind of caught his hand in the cookie jar as Hawkins got the interception, the strong safety here for our Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what the Saints didn't want to happen, was these two young guys, Ritter and Pitts, getting into a good chemistry, a good rhythm. I mean, that's going to hurt. You don't break that rhythm, that's going to hurt.
Pistol formation. Justin Fields, newly acquired from the Chicago Bears. Second-round pick. Marcus Davenport's gone. Justin Fields dotting him up, but there's a fumble, and it stays in bounds. And once again, the Atlanta Falcons are gifted
Ooh-wee.
Another opportunity. I mean, man, New Orleans has made the plays, but they've also made the mistakes, and then now they find themselves potentially going into halftime down. They might review this, bring this back maybe. Overturned. They call it a catch, but they say it wasn't a fumble.
Ooh, lucky. Saints are making some good reads, some good plays. I mean, there's really, Justin Fields is doing well. He's doing okay. Yeah, he got interception, it wasn't the best. But I think what they do is they stop trying to be getting greedy in those situations where, he's going to get popped. Hold on to the ball, go down, possession, catch it, get them yards, and play a little more conservative to some extent.
Dangerous throw there to Alvin Kamara, but able to get his feet underneath him and work his way back to the ball. Alvin Kamara, watch this, he's going to be run right at the seam there on this left side. He's on just pretty much a go. Should have hit him early, waited a little long, and Atlanta has a problem in their secondary. A little too aggressive going for the ball. At that point, maybe play the swat. Play maybe a more conservative approach, but right there, just out of position and then trying to make a play, and Alvin Kamara beats him to that as he tracks the ball and picks up big yards. 40 seconds left, and New Orleans Saints trying to regain this lead that they've been pretty dominant this first half.
Yeah, that goes back to the first touchdown by Kamara, too. It is. You're correct when you talk about Falcons tackling. Their tackle angles have been horrible. And, they're giving up a lot of yards after the catch. And a touchdown.
Fields going. What was he doing? I have no idea. You're watching Franchise Focus, episode number 1 here in Kansas season 11. This is week 1 action. Madden 23. Live here on twitch.tv/AllMaddenGamingCFM. Shotgun formation, trips there to the right side. 3-man rush, 4-man rush. Wide, man, Justin Fields dropping way, way back. He's going to lay this out to Kyle Pitts. That's picked off. Lay it out to number 5 there. What is Justin Fields doing? That was not smart. He was at the 27. He just threw a 50-yard pass. It went 5, 6, 7 yards into the end zone. He threw it at the 45.
He actually had the guy that was breaking. He was actually had the guy open. He actually had a person open that was breaking to the left side of the field. He went to Landry for God knows what reason. I was expecting to see a draw, maybe a nice run with Kamara. It's 3rd and 15.
You're on the 27. You're not going to pick it.
Here we go. Yeah,
run something conservative.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that from them. I'm questioning Fields now. I like him in New Orleans, and it's cool to see him there, but he's got to get it together. Decision-wise.
That's his second interception. He's thrown in the end zone. But this one, he took a 27-yard field position, right? 7 yards from the red zone. He took that field position and threw a 55, 56-yard pass into the 3/4 into the end zone, and barely gets rid of it. These are two really aggressive offenses right now, but you can tell it's week 1. Really sloppy stuff on both sides for both teams.
Yep. It's week 1 stuff. It's the first week of a new season. Things like this happen. Throughout the league itself, it seems like that's kind of the going thing. So it wasn't unexpected, but just some of them could have been avoided.
Speaking of avoided, the Dallas Cowboys avoided a loss week 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard a lot of talk about a deflated ball by Dak Prescott. There's a lot of talk going on here. I think it's a conspiracy, but...
Tough loss for the Buccaneers week 1. The Dallas Cowboys dominating win.
Horrible calls by the refs.
Heard the coach winning. Hardy returning. Oh, nice spin. Get outside. Number 11. And you see a lot of positive plays for the Saints. You're seeing these big plays, right? These drive, field flipping plays. But then you're seeing the turnover as the end result. So it's not how quickly you get down the field. It's about putting points on the board. And right now, the Saints have had their opportunities, but yet 6 points, a missed extra point. They've kind of been doomed since they didn't pick up that extra point.
Yeah, it almost seems like, if they would have both did the right things kind of towards the end zone, we would still be tied, but we'd be at, 13-14 or something to that effect. So, I mean, they're equally kind of ruining themselves once they get down the field.
Once again, watch the drop back here. Extends it. Yeah, you got to get to the ball there. Hawkins already has an interception on the day. That's number 32, I believe, the strong safety here for the Atlanta Falcons. That's a dangerous throw for Justin Fields, really stretching the field out, dropping back that far. If I'm the DB, I'm the DB coach, I'm telling my secondary, hey, let's get aggressive, let's play this ball, and let's start pursuing this ball in the air, because Justin Fields is really just laying the ball out. There's a nice run there for Alvin Kamara down to the 32-yard line. We start this second half. Somehow Atlanta maintains a 1-point lead, even though the New Orleans Saints have been the ones really marching down the field, no pun intended.
Yeah, it would seem in this one that the Saints have the upper hand in the fact that if they're both going to be kind of making some suspect reads or kind of a little bit of a poor decisions on the passing side of the ball, and they have to go to the run, well, I would rather have Alvin Kamara any day over Cordero Patterson. So I think that's where the Saints are going to come through, is on the ground.
Someone let me know if Porter's in here. First and 10, 7-6, New Orleans Saints inside the red zone for the third time today. I'm going to count the 27-yarder that they turned into a 60-yard pass. That was pretty close to the red zone. You should have got a field goal at least, right? So, yes. Missed opportunities. There you go, pistol formation. Little play action, keeper, pitch. Oh, but I like the play. Alvin Kamara got two guys to beat. And, man, I was hoping. That was a cute little play there. We're going to have to see that one again. But I was really hoping that Kamara, would take this little pitch outside, turn upfield. He's got both of these guys kind of chasing him this angle. He's going to just one cut, get outside. Sell inside and get outside, but instead Alvin Kamara stays the course. We're going to check out that replay here in just a second. This is going to be pistol formation, little full house action. Justin Fields in the backfield, handoff. Nope, play action again. They're going to try to get to that other center. Dangerous. It seems that Justin Fields is trying. It's almost 5 to 10 yards. He's trying to get more out of these passes than he should, especially in this tight field. That's not a good throw. You got a route that's already broke over there. You got a DB kind of sitting there waiting, and you throw right to this corner route headed right to him. Watch 29. He wasn't even hiding. That's Hayward Jr., the former Green Bay Packer. But let's take a look at that sweet little option play from the New Orleans Saints on this last drive. Well, first we'll wait for this play action boot that he's about to run. Audible's out of it. It's going to be a little halfback zone action. We had a big play coming up here for the Atlanta Falcons. They decided to play a little more conservative. Orderell, that might be his best run of the day. Gets outside. That's a good tackle by number 21. Well, let's take a look at it now. Instant replay from this last possession of the New Orleans Saints. That once again, the third red zone attempt comes away with absolute goose eggs. But there's a nice pitch to the outside. Man, I think Kamara missed an opportunity to cut back left there, serve, and hit that pylon. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think he could have bounced it outside a little bit there and got some more yards. I think Kamara's playing very well. I don't have anything really bad to say about him. I think Fields is under the impression that if he hikes the ball and it's a passing play, that he has to pass the ball.
Man, I haven't seen much from Cordero Patterson. I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't seem like he breaks any tackles. He's getting shoestring tackled, and he's not really turning the corner like you expect. Looking for this play action shot. It's been called a couple times here. It seems like they're just waiting their time out. There's a dangerous throw. That should be picked off. That's a bad pass. INT. Give me that. That's Bradley Roby. He's been around the league. The Houston Texans, the Denver Broncos. You've seen him everywhere. He's still getting it done. Is that blonde hair? I can't say you didn't see him there.
Frosted tips or something.
It's a kid's show, bro. Exactly, Billy Ray. They need to work on some red zone in practice this week. There's a handoff. Alvin Kamara trying to get upfield. Oh, takes a big-time hit. Laying the lumber. That put Casey Hayward on his back, but you got Juwan Johnson. Looks like he's holding his ribs there. 2nd and 4.
If the Saints just keep the ball in this area, run the ball, and take this field goal, I expect them to win. I mean, if they're the first ones that are going to just kind of play a little bit of smart football here, I think they're going to win.
There's Alvin Kamara trying to fight forward. Third, I go right back to him on his third down. I go right back to Alvin Kamara because if he doesn't pick it up, you know, it's inches. We might go for it again, but I want this lead back. If I'm New Orleans, I don't want to turn over. I'm going to run this your best against my best. You know what's coming. Kamara gets outside, and that's what he does best. Cuts back inside. A little too much cut. Let's cut.
Ooh, wow.
Man, he didn't cut the last time. And then he cut a little just outside, right? Man, just kind of. I wonder if he just lost his direction.
Kind of cut.
Maybe he was going to start running the other way.
Yeah, if he'd have cut out that little hop, that was a beautiful cut, and then he kind of hopped afterwards. Yeah, Draco's got the right idea. Run, field goal. Like, yes. I mean, we got 6 to 7. It's already the end of the third, so obviously points are worth far more than they would be in a regular game. So even 3 of them right now is worth like 17 in a game without some turnovers.
He barely got rid of that. Him being Justin Fields, man, he is living dangerously right here. Watch this throw. I would have liked to see a run here. I mean, this box, it's spread. There's two tackles sitting in the middle. I mean, you could have ran the ball right up the middle, right there, a little angle route that Alvin Kamara doesn't pick up much. Man, I would have audibled right out of that if I was Justin Fields. Maybe a more experienced quarterback does, but Justin Fields, hey, they're calling a pass play. He's not checking it to a run. He's trying to make a play. And maybe that was the conflict he had in Chicago. You know what the motto is in Chicago, right?
What's that?
They play for 3.
That's not good.
And they played a punt. Field positioning. There's a handoff. Alvin Kamara fights forward, and he's into the end zone, and just like that. Alvin Kamara, New Orleans Saints, back on top, 12-7 right now. They're going to have to get this extra point to go down, so we're going to stay tuned for that here in just 1 minute. This is week 1 action. If you're interested in joining, put Command Join in the chat. Command AMG as well to get some more information about the league. Or you can put Command Eddie Mars to find out what he's been up to. God, that would be funny, though. Because it probably would just say nothing. Empty backfield here. This might be a run here. It's not. Justin Fields, dangerous throw. Should have been picked off. Oh, my gosh. We might have to get that blind man animation back, sir.
Yeah, we definitely need that for a few of these games.
They went for 2 here. Let's check this out. I mean, I thought maybe quarterback draw here. Look, they get the little zig. Nothing's there. They're playing the outside coverage. Justin Fields, you know, as much as we talk about his ability to extend a play, it doesn't seem like that's what he's thinking at that point. Go ahead.
You start to wonder what the offensive coach is thinking for the Saints. I mean, you ran the ball, and what did it do for you? It gave you 7 points. So then you go back to passing the ball, which gave you an interception, probably 3 out of 4 drives or 4 out of 5. I mean, who's getting fired over there on the offensive coaching staff?
Are you looking for a job?
Possibly. I mean, I dangle.
I don't think your resume is going to. I mean, it might look pretty good to what they're getting right now. But like, no, it's likely not. That'd be a no. Strong formation. Oh, there's a little seam route. Finds his man, gets down, possession catch. I like to see him stay on his feet. That's just me, sir. I want to see some football plays.
I think for that one, I think you got the free safety to beat, and you know.
Hey, if you catch that, or your quarterback leads you in any direction, right? Outside, maybe a little free form outside. Get yourself a little step, and you got a nice angle right there. It just seemed like it was. They're going to take these yards right now, 12-7. Maybe get a little tight here in Atlanta. This was supposed to be a home opener where we were going to hear the crowd nonstop. And we haven't heard the crowd much today, have we?
No, it's been
seen
pretty
this
quiet.
damn bird, though. It's an intimidating bird.
I don't even know what's up with that bird.
He was looking at you, man. Watch Pitts here on this wheel. End around. Oh, there's a pressure coming. Oh, just not enough time. You get the slow developing plays here. We'll take a look at it here. It's a slow, so you're not, the end around is just for show, a little misdirection. Then the play action's real slow. And then heads up. But man, I want to see, what I really wanted to see was Pitts on that wheel outside.
Yeah, I would like to see them go to Pitts as often as they could, because you're going to try a play action, not only a play action, but the hardest, longest play action that you have in your book, and you've done nothing with Cordero Patterson to set it up. So I think it was a poor.
That's Pitts
poor play call.
running over there. That's where I'm throwing the ball. If I'm Desmond Ridder, to the sideline where only he can get it. And honestly, you throw it up is only where he can get it. There's a little screen play there to the left side. London. It's going to pick up maybe a few here, 3rd and 6. But Kyle Pitts, I mean, did you see the corner route he caught early in the game? Obviously, was a phenomenal play. But you haven't seen Desmond Ridder kind of try to go back to that Calvin-esque, Randy Moss-esque, just athletic ability that can make those kind of plays. There's a dangerous throw, Justin Fields-esque right there, but that was Desmond Ridder, and that's a nice catch. Calvin Ridley, finally, that might be his first catch of the game there for number 18. Oh, he's got 4 catches for 36 yards. No big play here for number 18.
Yeah, Pitts was wide open again underneath that cover 4. I mean, he could have made some good yards after that catch. So yeah, if I'm Ridder, I mean, come on, you got Pitts. I mean, and he's bailed you out how many times? Just go to this guy, find this guy in the first read.
I mean, Ridder must have some tunnel vision. So the clear out FLN, right? It's been around. We've seen it. We've seen it on these games. Watch this left side. Watch the double move by Calvin Ridley here. This is where I'm looking. I see the safety roll back in the top, single high. I know I got one-on-one there. I'm taking a big shot to my speedster, and right there, Ridder not looking that way. Might not have to. Kyle Pitts down to the 10-5, into the end zone, and touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons as they regain the lead.
Let's go. That's what we needed right there. I want to see some Ridder to Pitts. I want to see that, and I want to see Kamara on the other side of the ball. That's what I want to see.
I just want to know how he's so open. You know, he's just one guy you don't lose.
That was insanely open. Yeah.
It's just, maybe it's a thing when you're in zone coverage and you're telling there's a little throw, whip it to the flat. They'll show you how to pick up that first down, and that's Calvin Ridley from Desmond Ridder, the rookie, and they're on the board. Ridder to Ridley. Ridder to Kyle Pitts. Drake London. All these guys involved. The young team is absolutely balling right now.
Yeah, we got some good action going on now. It took a little bit. I mean, to get the turnovers cleaned up, but that's a good drive right there by Ridder. So I'm excited to see hopefully the Saints be able to answer back with Kamara.
(12-15). This has been a weird game. I mean,
very weird. Nothing from what I expected.
If Saints win this game, I'm disappointed because they should have won by a lot more. The Falcons come away with this game. I'm excited for them because this is a steal. You're going to look back, if it's a 1-2 game difference in the division, right? This is the game where you should have lost, and you're sitting with the 3-point lead right now, and all the momentum's headed in your direction.
Yeah, if the Saints end up getting a decent O-line, I mean, even maybe a nice guard or something like that for Kamara, I see them getting far better than they are now, because that's the only thing they're really missing right now is their O-line is really suspect.
Saints are falling apart here, trying to keep it there with Justin Fields. Man, maybe the Bears were right about this guy. He's been absolutely a turnover machine. Nobody falls for. First of all, we're watching that back. I gotta see it. How does none of these linemen were interested in Alvin Kamara? They knew exactly what was happening. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Maybe a little bit of a
defense
ball
is
hawk
keying on
syndrome.
Fields. I
What's
think
that?
they know they're looking for Fields on the option for sure. I don't think they're. I think that's their first read on any handoff is Fields.
Trying to show that he was worth that pick here in the bright lights. Franchise focus. Atlanta Falcons, young team developing. There's the pressure coming outside, and that's the heaters. Hawkins, he's got an INT today, and now he's got half a sack. Oh,
No, the Falcons are rolling, baby. I don't know. Not looking good for New Orleans. Still got plenty of time left. I mean, 2:59. Both got 3 timeouts. I mean, there's plenty of time and plenty of turnovers in the air. So, you know, I mean, we'll see what Cordarrelle Patterson's going to do if they're gonna chew this game away. If they're going to try to set themselves up for, you know, to just to run clock. We'll see.
get aggressive here. Strong formation, man in motion, 85. Watch Kyle Pitts here breaking. Nothing's there. Pressure's coming. Got to get rid of the ball. If you're... These quarterbacks are driving me crazy. Right here. I don't even know why they're getting so aggressive. Atlanta, burn some clock. Run the ball. You know, both of these teams are either trying to put the final nail in the coffin or they're trying to blow the game. And I'm not sure which side of the coin we're at here.
Yeah, I mean, again, and this is the second time I said it because this is the second time they did it. I just don't understand what Atlanta's doing with the play action when they've never even established the run whatsoever with Patterson. So it's like, yeah, just run it up the middle. I mean, you're in field goal range. You got about 5 yards, and you're easily in field goal range.
I had this crazy feeling that Patterson might fumble the ball here. I don't know why.
If I'm Patterson, I'm running with both hands over the ball like an old fullback.
Dude, you probably dressed like one too.
Well, I mean, I've got some.
What kind of helmet would you be wearing there, sir? Was it a one-bar kicker, old school kicker one?
One of those leather bullet ones.
What kind of shoes you got on? You even wearing cleats or not? Slides?
Probably. No, yeah. Yeezys.
Here we go. She don't have any pair of those. Don't talk about it. Watch Ridley coming here. It's gonna be a little shallow. Dangerous. Here's a throw on the left side. Dangerous. And Kyle. Oh, that's going to be Drake London with the big catch here. Hit the horn for Atlanta. One-on-one go-getters. Drake London, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts. There's a lot of talent. Trent Williams, they traded a first-round pick for him. Man, based on the way this team is playing right now, that first-round pick for Trent Williams seems absolutely dangerous. This could backfire for our Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, boy, the first round pick too for him. That's big. I don't know, how old is Trent Williams? Let me check quick.
He's
34 years old. 34, 39.
No, he is 39, I thought.
Well, he's 34 in game. I mean, he's 39 now. I mean, he's 34 in this season.
What? This season is now. We're not in the future yet, bro. We're still just...
Wait a minute. Is that 2022 still? What the hell?
I thought he was older than that. Oh, Whitworth was 39. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's 34, but still, I mean, first round pick. It makes me. It's a little
dangerous. Handoff combination. I don't want the ball switching hands. I mean, these guys are looking for, I don't know, controversy. They're trying to get tricky here. This ain't the time to get tricky. This is the, hey, I tell Cordarrelle Patterson, find me the guy that's my power back and tell him to come in for you. And we're going to run this ball up the middle 3 times, make them burn their timeouts, and then we're going to kick the field goal. And it's up to them to outscore 50% of what they've already put up here in the last minute.
Yeah, I mean, I still like the trade for Fields. I mean, I think Fields is a good addition to New Orleans Saints squad. They just gotta figure it out. They gotta figure out what they're gonna do with him and the play call that they need to make with him. I think he's a good piece to the puzzle, but they're jamming the piece. You know what I mean? They're the kids on the floor with the pieces that are too young to figure out the puzzle. They're jamming. They're just smashing them together where they don't fit.
I always put the pieces where they were supposed to go.
Well, it's because you're one of them super intelligent babies, right?
Well, I mean, you know.
Bobby Fischer.
Watch Kyle Pitts here. Coming across the middle. That's where he's looking. Not there. Gonna roll. Yeah, a little hesitancy from Ritter. Don't throw that one. Hopefully that was throwing it away there. Desmond Ritter on the run. 4th and 5. And guess who's still alive in this game?
We got a game. What does they got? 18? Oh, yeah. Man, if they come back and they win, what, 19-18, this is going to be amazing first week of franchise focus.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the points left on the board because of the 3 red zone turnovers from Justin Fields in this New Orleans Saints offense. It might even be closer to 4 now.
Yeah, can we even name all the points left on the board? I mean, there's a couple. God, there's so much I can't even.
Well, you got 3. You got 3 turnovers, and then you have a missed extra point. So that's easily 10 points right there in field goal range. I mean, this. If Atlanta walks away with this win, which it's leaning to think that is probably going to happen here.
This is Fields' chance right here. This is Fields' chance to show why he's got traded to, or why they brought him over to New Orleans. He's got to do it. It's going to be on him
now because the first 3.5 quarters can't be it, right? Because has not been that good. Looking, Fields going to get aggressive here. There's a nice little flood there on the left side. You see him throw that a couple times today. I like the read. It's a good safe throw, finding Michael Thomas. You're down to the 50, and we stop the clock.
9 for 12, 185, and 3 interceptions. Yeah, you don't want to see that stat line.
And he's really lucky that corner doesn't break back because it's uphill. All right, 50-yard line. That's big, man. If that would have gotten overturned, Michael Thomas does a great job toe tapping.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all they got. I mean, they're going to have to look for Michael Thomas. I mean, that's going to be his first read if he's going down the field. I mean, they got Jarvis Landry, too, but other than that, I mean, they've just got some younger rookie guys. That Chris Olave, he's pretty decent. But...
And that's the fumble. That's going to do it. Blonde hair don't care.
GG's.
Fields just trying to make a play with defenders breathing down his neck. You just got to wonder why are you still... He's somewhat oblivious to the pressure coming at him until it's almost too late. You think with his legs, the game could slow down for him a little bit, and he would say, okay, my line's giving up here, so let's go ahead and get out of this pocket and see if we can improvise something. And you just haven't seen any real extension of the play from Justin Fields today.
Yeah, I mean, they've got Jameis Winston over there, but I don't see them going back. I see them just working with Fields. I mean, obviously they brought him over on a trade, and he's there for going to be quite some time, I'm sure. So I don't think we'll see Jameis Winston, but yeah, they need to get it together with him because it's a good piece of the puzzle, but he's just not doing well right now.
Aggressive here again, trying to win this game. Everybody vertical with the Texas route. We've seen that a million times. And that's just a bad pass from the rookie, 3rd and 13.
Yeah, that slot was wide open on that streak. Yeah, he just couldn't, too much pressure, couldn't make the throw.
You got to run the ball here. 3rd and 13, run the ball. Make him burn his last timeout and then kick the ball. Start him at the 10, 1 timeout. And let's see how far Justin Fields can go. Right now, I don't want to get too aggressive. They might lob this up the Pitts, though. They can get a safety on him. I think that's where they're going to shoot it. Nope. Till it was there on the right side. They're going to complete the pass against Marcus Lattimore. Man, there's just no way Marcus Lattimore believes that ball is coming his direction in that situation. Edwards there on the right side. Watch this.
Oh, I'm sick right now if I'm the Saints. I'm sick. I'm throwing up. I'm sticking my finger in my throat. I'm trying to make myself throw up if I'm the Saints. Oh, man. They had it, too. 3rd and 24. They were out of field goal range. I mean, they had a long field goal to make. The Saints had a chance. And if they could have made a play on that ball right there, I mean, they could have did something.
I don't think Marcus Lattimore was even... that's one of those... This is a sloppy game from Desmond Ritter and this Falcons offense, but we do come away with the win. Cordarrelle Patterson, not his brightest moment, but Calvin Ridley, Drake London, Kyle Pitts all had some pretty good moments so far here in Franchise Focus Episode 1. Also on the defensive side of the ball, Jalen Hawkins. That's going to be the guy who gets player of the game here. Got an INT half the sack. He's been everywhere, flying around, making plays, making tackles. Deion Jones also honorable mention. And that's going to do it for the Atlanta Falcons. Week 1, 18-12, AMG Season 11. If you want to join the AMG, follow us on Twitter at All Madden Gaming, also at Watch AMG TV for upcoming schedule information. And for myself and Serp, we are out.